My dog Winston passed away yesterday, March 12th, 2025, around 3:35 p.m. And I'm not really ready to make this video, but this is part of the journey, and I make this video at the risk of people saying very vile and cruel things to me, because I know that probably actually most people don't understand the connection and the bond I had with Winston. He was 13 and a half when he passed away, and I feel like he was supposed to have a lot longer because he was a Chihuahua. And I don't want to get too much into his medical stuff right now, but ultimately he went into renal failure and he stopped eating and he couldn't really walk, and all he was doing was sleeping. And I gave him a very peaceful, dignified transition. My mom was with us and she held me as I held him. And it was the worst day of my life and the worst thing I've ever experienced. And the pain and the heartbreak and the deep sorrow and emptiness are feelings that I've never felt. I didn't know I was capable of feeling so broken. Winston was my life. He was my career. We were a team for 13 years through agility and international pet events and red carpet and modeling and magazine shoots and being on the news and being in the newspaper and traveling to 35 states together. I feel like I lost my heart and my soul. I feel like when he died yesterday, part of my soul died with him. And I know eventually I'll find comfort in the memories, but I can't right now. But we went to the veterinarian who saved his life when he was attacked in 2020, 5 years ago next month. And she absolutely reassured me that I was doing the right thing, because he would have just lingered in pain and he probably would have had a seizure, and it would have been so much worse and so much more tragic and traumatizing. I could not stand to see my son in pain anymore. I'm so thankful that my mom chose to be with me. She said she wouldn't have had it any other way. She just held me as I held him. And she was talking to him, and he knew that she was there. And just as I promised my stepdad on his deathbed that I would take care of my mom promised Winston that she would take care of me. I honestly don't know if I've ever seen my mom cry so uncontrollably the way she did yesterday. Not even when my stepdad died. And I think it's because she was watching me just yell out for somebody to please save my son, but he couldn't be saved this time. But I have to keep moving forward, because if I don't, I'm not going to make it. So I'm sitting in my van, and I'm doing van things, and I'm cleaning because that's what I always do. And it breaks my heart to remove his things, but I can't look at them. Not right now, I just can't. My life will never be the same. And now I feel like I'm starting over. After 13 years. So his chair behind me is empty, and my passenger seat is empty. But I have to move forward, and I know that he would want me to continue on. And I know that I'm going to cry, and I'm going to be sad, and it's going to be a long journey of grief. But I promised Winston that I would try. So here I am trying. And I'm going to clean, and I'm going to redecorate some things in my van, because everything's going to be a trigger right now, and everybody mourns differently and deals with grief differently, and right now I have to deal with it by moving forward and switching things up. So I'm cleaning instead of just sitting and stewing in my immense devastation. Because my son would not want to see me just drowning in my sorrows. So in his honor and his memory, I'm going to keep going. And I'll have to figure out a new video intro and all that stuff, because I can't even handle anything right now. And I feel very vulnerable putting this on the internet, but this is just reality, and this is where I'm at. And I've received an outpouring of love and support. I have never had so many unread texts and messages ever in my life, and I will get to them eventually, but right now I just can't. So thank you for the last 4.5 years of following me in Winston. I hope you'll stick around, even though it's just me now. I know it's not the same. But I appreciate you all, and I love you very much, and I hope that you'll hang in there with me. Thank you.